Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. We are back with our weekly predictions. So as always in this video we are going to be looking into what you can expect next for your life when it comes to your work, your personal drive, your relationships and more. As usual you have 3 piles in front of you. Please pick one that speaks to you and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, this is what you can expect for yourself in the upcoming week. Now, as always, we will start with your Moonology card. And for you, pile 1, this week you are required to make a couple of adjustments in terms of what you're doing. Maybe what you're doing right now is a regular pattern, and shifting some things when it comes to your work area especially will actually help you move forward in a better and a much more easier manner. But also the really importance and the stress is on father. So think about your father, a father figure or a figure who raised you, because something associated with father, healing associated with father, is absolutely on the cards view. And if you are a father yourself, maybe it is time to spend a little bit more time with your children than usual, because that is what is coming forth for you. At the same time, for you, pile 1, it is very important this week to surrender your need to always be right. So, what may happen is essentially you feel you're trying to help somebody, but in that helping somebody, if you are putting your point across in a way that the other person feels like it's not right for them, maybe it's time for you to step back and listen to what the other person has to say as well. But also this week the stress is on music, so you may sort of get an inclination to sort of play an instrument, learning to play an instrument, or just using music for manifestation can really help you when it comes to this week. Now what's really interesting for you is you've pulled the card of the shaman, and the shaman is always about wisdom. So this week you actually could be on the receiving end of some guidance from a person who's very wise, and a person's advice can actually help you a lot this week. For some people this can actually mean physically visiting a shaman to get rid of certain energy that does not belong, so that you can once again become right. But sometimes that shaman lies within each of us. Yeah, so I think it'll really depend on your circumstances when it comes to the shaman. And the stress here for you this week is on stability. It's on getting the ground right. Yeah, maybe that is something that you want to create for yourself when it comes to your work process. So you could very well be laying firm foundations for future progress when it comes to this week. Coming to your tarot cards, we have your Queen of Wands, Three of Emotions. Interesting. You have the Fool, you have Death, and you have Page of Emotions. That's really interesting. And now absolutely for you change is on the card. So I believe some things are going to be changing right now for the better, because anyway the suggestion for you was adjustments are required. So for you, organically those changes are taking place, and anytime a change is organic, it always brings with it the greatest kind of blessings. So maybe this week you'll be changing your focus, changing the way you do things, changing the way you approach situations is also coming forth for you. But along with the shaman card, I believe this can also be a very deep and a very spiritual transformation that is coming about for you. And of course with the Fool card there is a new beginning. So in a way this is like the end of one part of you and the beginning of something else entirely. And I believe this new beginning is actually going to be very rewarding for you, very rich for you is what I see here. But once again you need to take the time to accept yourself. Your emotions is also coming forth for you. But at the same time the emotions that you are going to be having are exceptionally positive, especially because you have like the Three of Cups. So there may be something that you're celebrating this week. This could just be feeling really good about yourself, feeling good about the place where you are. Maybe you've healed, and maybe that healing is bringing you a lot of happiness. But maybe this is a birthday, maybe this is an anniversary, or maybe this is a celebration. But something is clearly making you very, very happy. There is also an aspect of creativity here. So maybe this week you are going to be undertaking creative endeavors, and especially with the music card showing up, an interest in music, something that was not previously there at all, can actually come up. Yeah, now this really makes sense to me personally, because out of the blue I decided to learn the instrument harp and actually started classes for it. So maybe that can really help you. But manifestation with the help of music is absolutely on the cards for you. But you have the urge to do something for fun, to maybe sometimes get away from your regular life and try something different. For a couple of you, you could just develop an interest in baking. For others, it could be painting. For others, it just could be relaxing, doing something that you always love. But that aspect of connecting deeply with your own emotions is absolutely there. But let me tell you, you're not all about emotions. You're also very practical, but you're also very, very strong here, because you are showing up this week as the Queen of Wands. So you are going to be feeling very passionate. You are very much in command this week, is what I see. But of course, there is this beautiful combination. One end where you're feeling very emotional, you're ready to go with the flow, and the second end, it's like, okay, you have complete charge over everything that you're doing. But it's just a beautiful balance. It's almost like you're finding your footing this week, is what I'm getting here. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of cards from your sea melodies, and I know you guys really enjoy it, so we just see what's coming forth for you. Journey. Okay, for a couple of you, this could actually be a journey, especially with the Fool card showing up. So maybe you are traveling this week, but once again, the message here is half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. So if you guys are too goal focused, if you're too focused on the prize, maybe you'll just stop enjoying the process. And for you this week, it's all about enjoying the journey as well as getting to the goal whenever you are meant to reach. And maybe that is the adjustment that you are required to make. So it's a mental adjustment, is what I'm getting here. And for you, it is guidance. Oh, like I said, with the shaman card, find safety in your beacon's light. So basically for you, definitely you are going to be receiving some kind of guidance. And like I mentioned, sometimes this guidance is just our internal system telling us that we need to take certain steps. So listen to your internal voice, and of course that of a guide in your life, or an older person in your life, or an actual shaman that is also coming forth. Coming to your numbers, sorry, you have number 1, you have 25, 31, you have number 9 or 6, and you have the number 20. Moving on to your letters. Okay, you have E, you have D, N, you have a den, you have Y, A, oh, you had number 10 as well, O, I again, N again, M, L. Oh, law of attraction, once again attracting things to yourself with music, maybe that is also something that you can do. And you have P, you have T, you have E, and you have a blank tile, so you can use it wherever you want depending on your choice. But overall, those are the letters that are coming forth for you for this week. Learn to enjoy the journey and don't focus too much on the end result, is what I'm going to leave you with. As always, I leave you with nothing but my very, very, very best wishes for a beautiful life and a beautiful week for you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, this is what is coming up for you in the upcoming week. Now for you, as usual, we are going to be starting with your Moonology card. And your Moonology says, energy is gaining momentum. So, whatever it is that you're working towards, you are clearly moving towards it in exactly the way that is right for you. But whatever it is that you want to accomplish in your life, it's getting closer. It's going to happen sooner than you think it is. But at the same time, because the energy is gaining momentum, you are being asked to respect your inner ebb and flow and to not do too much of hard work or go too much into the zone of accomplishing things, of accomplishing your goal just because things are moving forth quickly. Learn to respect yourself. If you feel like you need rest, please make sure you rest. And if you feel like you want to do things like you regularly do, please ensure you do that. But for this week, be a little careful. And also, you are definitely getting into a lot of hard work. In a way, you are almost setting the foundation for your future life, is what is coming. And definitely, with the foundation work being done, you are probably also overworking a little bit this week, is what I'm getting. But of course, your work, your career is going to be the focus point for you when it comes to this week. And also, what's really interesting for you this week, pile 2, is this week you are like a rebel. You really want to challenge authority, you want to make change, and you want to make it right now. Sometimes this can actually be like doing things your own way and not really necessarily following the rules, is what is coming forth, but something different, something that really satisfied your inner need, that is what you're doing. Now, this week you're also being asked to surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So, once again, with the ebb and flow card, you're really asked, if you need rest, please give yourself rest. And especially because of the energy fluctuations that are happening, a lot of us are feeling like we are very drained. So if you are one of us and if you feel that, make sure you spend time with nature, spend time around plants and just in the natural world, because at this point of time, the natural world is the only resource in a way which is capable of giving us back energetically than the one we can do for ourselves. So please make sure you're taking a break for yourself. And also, what's interesting here is this week for you, there are some relationship changes that are happening. This doesn't always have to be like a break in relationship. This just means that the dynamic of your relationship is changing. Sometimes this can be with a family member, this can be with a loved one, but relationship change for you is absolutely there. Now, coming to your tarot, you have the Hanged Man, Two of Cups, Muse of Inspiration, and Ace of Inspiration. Okay, that's really interesting. In fact, for you, pile 1, it is like different kind of energies that require your attention. Maybe it is your personal life that will require your attention. Maybe it is because you feel very inspired to do something different. Maybe that is taking your attention as well. But at the same times, this week you're going to be having a lot of plans. Like you have a lot of things on your mind and you are so enthusiastic about it that you almost want to do everything at the same time. But once again, a reminder, respect your ebb and flow. But once again, your relationships actually are getting back into the stage of harmony. So the relationship change for you is actually very positive. In fact, the possibility of connecting with a friend, for having a heart to a heart with a friend or a loved one, is absolutely on the cards for you. But once again, there is an aspect of thinking things, there is an aspect of rethinking things in order to gain clarity. So there is a possibility you may take a step back from a few things and revisit some old plans or revisit a certain dynamic of your life is coming forth. Sometimes this little bit of a break can also be so that you can make future plans for yourself. And especially with the COVID times, these things are really important, and that is exactly what you're doing. The possibility of receiving some kind of a news is absolutely on the card for you. So maybe you'll be receiving a phone call from a friend that you really haven't heard for from a very long time, or just something related to work, like an email, sometimes related to a promotion, that is also possible. Or you sending out mails, maybe you want to apply for a new job, you just want to check out certain things for your future, for yourself, is absolutely there. But you're feeling very enthusiastic, you're going to be having a lot of ideas, you're very passionate, and you just want to get down to work and make things happen as quickly as possible. So that is what is coming forth for you. Now I'll also take a couple of more cards to clarify your situation. Ambition, absolutely. Set your sights beyond the horizons, so this week the reason why you're revisiting plans is because you want to achieve a lot, and that too in a limited amount of time. So you're feeling very, very ambitious, you just are focused on your goals and your future is what I see for you. Patience, isn't this perfect? But of course, you are being told that you need to be a little bit more patient than usual. But of course, the energy is gaining momentum, and whatever it is that you want to happen in your life, it's actually coming sooner. So just enjoy this time, is what I'm going to tell you, because the tide is definitely going to come in sooner. I'll just give you one more. Okay. Oh, you have two more. Breathe. Wow. So please make sure you're giving yourself time to breathe in all that ambition that is happening, and just breathe and anchor. Keep yourself grounded at all point of time. Okay, you seem to be having a lot of ideas and you just want everything to happen immediately. In real life, that is slightly difficult, so have patience. Everything you want is going to happen for you. You have number 21, you have 25, 33. Once again, your communication patterns are really getting better, which is why the harmony is really restored in your relationship. 22, once again, an angel number for you. And you have number 10, number 8 and 28. So overall, those are your numbers. I'll give you your letters. You have E, you have R, you have E again, you have L, R again, lot of repeating things for you. You have A, you have E. What's happening? Oh my god, something is just freaky here. E again. I just have a very, very strong feeling of Archangel Raphael being very present in your life. Like, this just confirms it for me 100%. Like, probably you're also healing, there is a lot of healing that is happening for you, is what I'm seeing. You have T, you have X. X, once again, return of an X in your life and harmoniously resolving things for you is possible. This can be an ex-friend or an ex-partner, but things are getting better is what I really, really feel for you. Yeah. And you have I again, a lot of repeating things for you. Yeah. And of course, if you can find your initials, that is absolutely for you. And if you find your names in this, so definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Or you may actually receive like a text from somebody. The T is missing, but the text, like I said, communication can actually happen. So that is absolutely there for you. So overall, that is what I have for you when it comes to this week. So I will leave you here. Please make sure you're spending time resting as well, and don't be so focused on your ambition that you neglect your health, especially since Archangel Raphael is showing up for you. Be a little bit careful. If you need to heal, give yourself time to heal, just like the Hanged Man. Hanging from a tree, not worrying about anything, and just knowing that everything is going to work out exactly when it is supposed to be. I'll leave you here and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, this is what you can expect for yourself in the upcoming week. Now, for you pile 3, it's very interesting, you have chosen the card of release. So this week you are going to be releasing a lot of things, releasing a lot of emotions that probably don't belong in your life. But that release can just be a break for yourself to be truly who you are and to just relax. So enjoy this time of your life is also something that I really want to tell you. Reflect on a couple of things because that reflection is really going to help you as you move forward and release what doesn't belong. And you have the card of snake. Yes, this is almost like you are shedding an old skin in the upcoming week. And this really speaks to me about things that are really deep within your heart, things that are really troubling you and have been troubling you for quite some time. So, what may actually happen is as you release things, you'll actually make space for newer things to enter your life. So that release, that shedding of skin is absolutely crucial for you in the upcoming week. And also, the message for you is the answers that you need are coming. So if there's something that you've been constantly thinking about, if there's something that you really, really need to know, the answers are coming. Yeah, that's something you really need to know. And oh wow, you have the card of the healer. So for a couple of you, you may actually be involved in a healing process. And mostly I see this as a healing process for yourself, for your soul is what is coming forth for you. So especially if you guys have like a passion for healing, it's important for you right now to take care of your own energies before getting into the energies of somebody else. The entire planet is undergoing massive amount of flux energy wise. So don't mess your energies up with somebody else's is also something that is coming forth for you. So heal yourself first before healing somebody else is the message for you. And of course, when you do the healing process, you also need to take time out for yourself. So this week, if you can, make sure you're relaxing a little bit because that is going to be very important for you. And also for you this week, it is important for you to surrender to effortlessness. Don't try to push yourself too much. Because what is happening here is, especially I know for the past 2 weeks, pile 3 has been going through energy fluxes. So not really having a concrete plan for yourself is actually going to help you a lot. So surrender to effortlessness and stop trying to push so hard is the message for you. Coming to your tarot cards, you have 6 of Cups. Absolutely, you're looking to the past. You're looking at the good old days. And maybe looking at the good old days, you realize certain emotions don't belong and you're going to be releasing that. That is what is coming forth. But also, if in your life you have gone through circumstances where you felt like a victim, where you have suffered as a result of somebody else, I think this week you're going to be able to release that. And truly then emerge as a winner is what is coming through for you. But also as you move forward, you're going to be having a lot of choices to make. Whether to continue with some things or to move on to something entirely different is also coming forth for you. Yeah, so this could be choices about what you want your future to look like, what you want your career to look like. That is especially a big deal for you. But let me tell you, as you come out of this week, you are just going to get enormous clarity because that is what I see for you. Also financially, this is going to be a very rewarding week for you. For a couple of you, you may actually go on a vacation, like really take a mental break. More than a physical break, this is a mental break that you'll be giving yourself this week. But you're also spending time enjoying your life, really taking the time to breathe out is what I see. But also, you could be involved doing a lot of expenditures in this week. For a couple of you, this could actually be buying things for family, taking care of family's needs. So maybe it is somebody's birthday, it is a special occasion, and you just are going out of your way to make something happen for somebody. This could be a friend too. That's also possible. And especially meeting family is also making you nostalgic, or something about your family is making you nostalgic. There is this beautiful feeling here, there is this strong sense of family connection, like generations of family being bonded together with bonds of love and happiness. and looking at the past, looking at the good old days, thinking about happy memories, and in a way releasing a couple of things is also coming forth. Yeah, so maybe this is, you cleaning out a closet and letting go of certain things. And especially when we clean out a closet, we always get something from our past. So that may be coming up for a couple of you. But a family gathering is definitely on the cards for you this week. But money especially looks really strong. So for a couple of you may actually be coming into a lot of money this week is coming forth. Making financial transactions can also be possible for you in the upcoming week. But make sure you're putting a little bit of break on your spending, because it is likely, being in the emotional zone that you are, that you could be slightly overspending. So take care of that. Meditate. Okay, so for you it is very important to meditate, especially after you do the release ceremony. Yeah, make some quiet time in the still air is what is suggested for you. And take the helm, be in control of your ship is also another card. But I feel this is more to do with your career and your money especially. So making financial decisions, making career related decisions is especially something that I see for you. But either way, after the releasing, you are being asked to take the control back of your life in your own hands. So one more. Chance, allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. So absolutely, I just feel like you are heading into a time of infinite change, and a change in which you're letting go of a lot. And this is only happening because a lot of new things want to come into your life now. It's very interesting for you this weekend journey. This is like a mental journey completely. Of course, can be a physical journey, sometimes with family or to connect with family. But this is a huge internal journey that you're taking. Leaving a lot behind, but also welcoming a lot more in your life. I'll give you your numbers. 66 could be 99. Once again, you have a lot of angel blessings in your life. 25, number 4. 33, once again, angel blessings. 88, money is coming strong for you this week. 15 and 22, angels are really surrounding. And you know what? Angels really surround those people who are going through very intense transformations, internal transformations, that is. Like change as a person, change in terms of belief systems. That's usually when that happens. Now from your letters, you have F, E, you have P, O, I, you have a blank tile, you have R, W, you have S, S again, D, N, T. These could be your initials, or you could actually find words out of it. I know you guys are really good, and some of you especially blow my mind. Like never in a million years would I be able to make that, but you guys do. And you have E, and you have an E again, and you have a 10 again, and you have a 10 of pentacles. So that's really interesting for me. So there is like almost this sense of completion, a sense of fulfillment is what I really see for you. It's very interesting. I'll give you a couple of more. S again, D, you have B, you have O, C, V, and I. CV, are you sending your CV somewhere, like applying for a new job, saying goodbye to a previous job, maybe after working there for quite some time is possible. But yeah, overall I also have pen. So maybe for a couple of you, journaling is going to be very important for you. So make sure you're journaling things, because sometimes journaling things does help us gain a lot of clarity. That is what I see. Yeah, so and you have do. So there is a lot you need to do this week, lot you need to do. So this week it's just a very interesting week, and you have a win. And especially with the 10, you're winning something, you're emerging as a winner. That is absolutely there. But overall, I'll leave the rest for you to figure out, and I leave you here with nothing but my very, very best. And make sure you're releasing a lot, because this can almost be like something you need to do for a very long time. And heal yourself, and don't try and heal others at this point of time. Concentrate on your own energy, is what is coming forth for you. I'll leave you here. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.